We'll be creating a custom hook to fetch a random user, highlight the current user, and show the image here. In our app.js, we'll have image, img, name, buttons, previous, next, and we'll also have a list. Now we'll create a new file called useusers.js. Here we'll have our custom hook. We'll be using this API to fetch a random user. We'll create our custom hook, use users. So this will have two states. One is for all the users, const users set users. Initially it would be an empty array, use state empty array. Another state for active user index, const active user index set active user index. Initially it would be 0. We'll use this URL to fetch a random user. I'll cut this and create a new function, async function get new user, no parameters. I'll save the response, const response equals to await fetch. I'll paste the URL and we'll call the JSON method on the response. So const data equals to response.json. We'll throw an error if we don't get a response. So if response is not okay, then throw new error. Error would be error fetching new user. And if the response is okay, then we'll construct an object. Const new user equals to an object. And finally, we'll set the users. So set users will preserve our previous state. Previous users, this would return a new array with previous users and the new user. That's all for this function. And now we'll create two more functions for this and this. So this would be function previous user. If active user index equals to 0, then return. Then we, if the active user is 0, then we don't want to do anything. Or else we want to set active user index to index x minus 1. Now we'll create a function for next user. Replace previous with next, next, and here in the condition this should be less than users dot length minus 1. If it is less than users dot length minus 1, then we would set active user index to index x plus 1 and will return, right? Or else we want to fetch the new user as well. Get new user and set active user index user dot length. For example, if we have 5 users, this would be 5 and the newly fetched user would be the active user. And we also want to construct the active user. So const active user, this would be users dot at active user index. So this is a derived state. And what do we want to return? So return users comma active user comma next user comma previous user. So I think we are done with our custom hook. This should be working fine. Okay, in our app.js we want to use the custom hook. So use users, we imported it. So now we'll just copy whatever we return from here and paste it in our app.js, as we need to destructure it. So const destructure the values and just save. So first we'll loop over the users list, users.map user. So this would return a div with user.name, and we'll give this a key, question mark dot id, and same question mark for the name as well. Okay, we don't see any list. Why? Because we are not fetching it. For example, if we want this hook to get triggered at least once, we need to use effect for initial render. So use effect function, this would be an empty dependency array, and here we'll just call the get new user function. Wow. Okay, I think this what? 18 about. Oh, I didn't put await here. Okay, await. Yeah, we got the username, right? But we don't fetch a new user when we click on the next button. So we'll add that. So on click equal to next user, probably. Yeah, if you click on this, oh, it's loading, but we do not see the loading state. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think the ID is being null. Probably we can use the name itself. The name, right? Okay, I'll add the active user. So right now we don't see the active user, the red color name for the active user. I'll just add some style. Style equal to color. So how do we check this? So if active user question mark dot name is same as user question mark dot name, then it then the color would be red, or else nothing. So we get our active user, right? Okay, we don't see the previous button working. We'll just add that as well. So on click previous user. So now if you click on previous, we get the previous user, right? I think it's working. We don't see the image. Okay, we don't see the name as well, the current user. So we just need to use the active user question mark dot name. We see the active users question name, and for the image it would be src active user question mark dot picture, I guess. Yeah. Oh, need to close this. Okay, we get the picture as well. So this is how we use the custom hook. So we got our custom hook ready to play. I'll just close this. I hope we don't get no error. So for the first time when the image loads, it would load, right? So here we are using the existing loaded user. That's why it's not loading. For example, if we don't want to see that jump, like that jump, we can just tweak a little in this users to prefetch the next user. For example, in our next user function here, we can do like length -2, and here we can do like -1. Yeah, it will prefetch the next user, so that, for example, if I reload, this is already loaded, it doesn't jump. So the next user is already loaded, it will not jump. So we can just prefetch the next user, whatever it will be. So the jumping doesn't happen. But if we click on next quickly, probably it will jump. Okay, it doesn't jump. Okay. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. And we can use our custom hook anywhere inside our app. Thank you. The question might be something like this. So here's the working demo. Yeah, this is what we made in the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next one.